Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here again on Forza Horizon 5 to compare the recently added Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series to some of its closest rivals that we have here in Forza Horizon 5.
765 is... Oh, I'm the lowest PI by quite a bit. Okay.
Yeah, but it should win. It should win.
Why is there an echo?
Win.
No idea.
I mean, Splitter, when Andrew goes to front, you can go into GT2 RS.
He doesn't like that car.
Oh, it's hooked. It's hooked. Oh,
Away
okay,
we
it's not very
go.
fast. Oh my god, this thing's useless. Okay, this thing's actually
The
useless.
GT2 has gone straight on. Oh no, the Black Series is sliding. And there goes the Lambo.
What's happening to some... Okay.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh,
Brilliant.
there goes everything.
Brilliant.
There goes everything.
Jesus. Okay.
Thing is slow.
Question anything. Oh my god, damn.
This car is too heavy.
What do you want about? Mine's even heavier.
That's a fair point.
Mine's slower than everybody, and is heavier than everybody's. Oh, it doesn't turn. Okay, guys, I might need a different car after this.
What?
There's a swerving Ferrari. That's how racing works.
But, like, I can get over it.
Ah, being pinballed.
This car actually quicker than the...
What is
Ferrari.
Super Tree doing?
Is this car actually quicker than my Ferrari?
Up the inside of the Porsche.
I've literally tried getting through traffic, now we're seeing.
Never mind. There goes the McLaren.
It's a higher PI anyway, so it should theoretically be faster.
Does this mean it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2? That is unfortunate.
Yes.
Actually, seconds.
Well, Dan is catching up with the McLaren.
Actually,
Well,
no, that would make
I'm
sense.
messing up.
Ferrari should be first and second
It's not
because
actually
it's a
catching.
race without
Super
pit
Tree is-
strategy.
Hey,
It's better to drive, it's not a better car. But I guess it is kind of better than that, but...
it just is.
I would have a GT500
Also-
over a GT2 RS.
I wouldn't.
I've
I'd
also
have a
just
Pista
slid
over a GT2
very
RS.
badly. GT2 RS didn't like that, it went past.
What I mean is, because you want to go into the GT2, yes. But do you mean after the...
Well, after Dobra goes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then what are we doing after the Dragon circuit race?
We'll have to do a sprint
Sprint.
and then a playground game as well.
Be better at the sprint.
Who's going to win the sprint? Obviously the McLaren.
Not me.
It's my terrible driving for that whole thing.
So, rather unsurprisingly, in the circuit race, the Ferraris and the McLaren dominated, putting the F8 Tributo in the lead, 765LT in second, and the 488 Pista in third. The scoring system is going to be fifth for a victory, and then working down in increments of 1 until eventually fifth place gets 1 point. Anything lower than that won't be scoring any points. Now, though, it's time for a drag race.
Petrol, you're
Are we allowed to put that on the internet, or do I need to cut that bit?
Probably need to cut that.
I don't think it's rude.
How dare you, Petrol?
That's quite light.
Well, I think we need to
Yeah,
check what that
so-
means,
so-
what that
so-
actually means in Japanese before we declare whether it's rude or not.
You said Chinese the first time.
Did they? Who said
No.
Chinese?
No, no one said Chinese.
Nobody mentioned Chinese.
Come on, real drive power.
This Mercedes
Is that
is
AMG
just slow.
stock?
Yes.
Hell, McLaren's quick.
I doubt it.
Let's get past what you're meant to do.
It's not really a
Petrol, how long
surprise.
does it take you to censor on words?
Wait, am I going to overtake Petrol?
About 5 seconds.
Holy
idea.
shit, Ferrari's quick.
No!
You've got
Oh no, here
10
comes the
seconds extra
courgette.
work there.
Oh wait, it's there?
Yeah, I'm good. So,
How the
Oh,
hell did you get good launch?
I thought it was a
I don't know.
2.6 mile one.
I got D6 to third. That's sad.
It was a 2.6 mile with a call of that. The AMG.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
apparently.
I think I think this would have caught it.
So after our first drag race, the McLaren inevitably won that one and is now leading the way on 9 points. Then we have the F8 Tributo, then the Aventador, which did very well in the drag race, having a great launch. But some of the other cars we thought were kind of close, and some things were gaining and things, so we decided that we should probably do a longer drag race as well, to see if some of the cars would overtake further down the drag strip.
Does the Mustang have good top ends?
I don't think so.
It
Dan,
might get the GT
is
black.
Dan still there? Or is he
because-
that? He's still
It'll be
the first.
close, I think.
Well, Dan would have won anyway, so.
I was about a second behind Petrol though, so that's quite a big deal.
Oh, that means I'm gonna win.
It's so slow off the line.
Oh,
Oh, so is your boat.
I got a better launch, I think. Oh no, I bounced back here.
Jerry's launch was quicker this time.
I'm gonna get some.
Steve's actually pulling from me. And we've got the exact same horsepower.
Give me some slipstream.
Oh, the road's a lot wider than last time. Did I stick to 6th or go to 7th?
I'm in
I've got
6th.
7th.
Into 7th.
Oh, here we go! Here we go!
I missed that gear, that was so
I'm
bad.
gonna get you. I'm gonna get
What's
you.
the top speed of that
200.
Ferrari?
221.
Yeah, I'm
220.
coming.
201.
207.
I don't
Come
think
on.
it's a long enough
Steve.
runway.
I'm gaining
Come on,
on
well,
it.
that's-
Yes,
I
it
don't
will.
think it's long enough.
It
No.
will be.
It won't.
Yeah!
No!
Turns out
No!
the F8 is the underdog.
The
226.
Mustang's not the slowest at something. It's incredible.
2.6 miles.
Listen, what did I say as well?
Yeah, but look how close that is.
So, unfortunately, due to mostly me not checking that everyone had connected properly before we launched into that drag race, the McLaren missed out on that, meaning the Ferrari F8 Tributo won on a longer drag strip that was able to outrun the Aventador, that of course launched well but then ran out of top end. Although we're impressed by how well it did even on this longer route. We thought some of the other cars had come through. And the Mercedes was a bit of a disaster, really, even being overtaken by the Shelby GT500, which until this point had been pretty terrible. So, yeah, that didn't go terribly well for the Mercedes. So, let's go on to one more challenge where we're going to do a sprint race.
T2RS is quite old now, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Why she
this
is
Or
is
was
old.
it Forza Motorsport 7 cover car?
Yeah. Poster car, yeah.
The oldest car here.
I've got a little model of it that came with Forza Motorsport 7.
Good.
The launch.
Look at Dan, all over the place.
Especially you've got the best colour for the GTRS.
we all have Skittles.
Oh, people
Yeah,
are
it's
lying.
quite good now that that's a yellow Porsche.
What did you say, Alf?
You've got the best colour.
Yeah. I like the cyan.
Blue. It's Miami blue.
I don't think it is.
Oh my god. Hey, sure.
Wait, what is?
Well, someone hit me.
Um,
Oh my god.
Somebody's
just got
fallen off a
full-on
bridge.
rats.
That wasn't
Oh,
me,
damn.
because I was in front of you.
Like, who rammed you?
Oh well. Down.
Oh, shit.
Oh, back wheels went in the air there.
People are lagging so
Seems
much.
if people get to a corner, they don't brake. Who would have guessed?
I got so much slow-mo like everywhere.
I need that SVJ.
Sorry, Steve.
Is there
That's all
anyone I can coach in the ends?
Oh, Dan's driven into a tree.
Another one.
There is someone I can never one bite for dust. Not sure what's happening to you.
This car's just heavy and slow.
But I'm catching up.
Yeah, you're in a light mid-engined supercar.
Yours is a supercar.
In a
A bit of wheel spin, that wasn't ideal.
converted GT car with 700 horsepower.
Mine's not a supercar.
On your
It's
left
more of a,
road.
Nah, neither
more of a
is mine.
supercar than this. It's designed to be a Grand Tourer originally, before it got Black Series'd.
Shit.
Sake. You, Jerry.
What did I do?
I'm gaining,
Your
it's
presence.
not enough.
I took a lot less speed for that last corner than Jerry.
Yeah,
did.
I took way too little speed.
I still understeered more than him.
So, moral of the story: if you want an AMG Black Series, go for a Ferrari F8 or an Adventure RSVJ or a McLaren.
Yes. They're a bit less practical,
Right,
but they're
or
a
a
lot
Corvette.
faster. So, after the sprint, which was our final challenge, the final scores are now that the Ferrari F8 Tributo actually wins. So that's the car to have here, apparently, with 16 points after getting 2 victories and 2 third places in the various challenges. Then we have the Aventador SVJ, very closely following that on 15 points. So these 2 cars are actually quite far ahead of the rest. The SVJ taking only 1 victory but 2 second places in these challenges. Meaning Ferrari and the Lambo, those 2 at the top there, are the ones to have. The McLaren's then third with 9 points, but unfortunately didn't get into the drag race and then wasn't able to participate in the sprint, so a little bit unfair on that car. Potentially that should have been up there with the Lambo and the F8 and might have won if we'd managed to get it into those races. So the McLaren also did pretty well. Then we have the 488 Pista 1 point behind that on 8 points, which got 2 third place finishes. So not too bad, but the F8 was faster here. Then we have the Corvette with 5 points and the GT2 RS with 5 points, with Splitter taking over that for the final race because, well, basically nobody wanted to drive the Mustang anymore because it was so slow. Speaking of the Mustang, that is 7th with 1 point after 1 5th place finish, which is actually the same as my AMG GT Black Series. So this car really didn't do very well at all. I think it probably is quicker than the Mustang, so I think I would probably give this 7th, but yeah, neither of them did very well. Although the Ferrari 812 did even worse with no points scored in any challenge, but that's kind of a different story. So yes, the AMG GT Black Series is not all that great when compared to its rivals. Although, out of these, it's possibly still the car I would have. So there we go, that is going to bring an end to today's challenge, comparing the AMG GT Black Series, which was just added to this game, to some of its closest rivals, or the closest ones we have in-game. And yeah, it wasn't great. Basically, we concluded this car is not all that fast when compared to its rivals, and that you should probably go for a McLaren 765, a Ferrari F8, or a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. All of which are mid-engine supercars, so I suppose that kind of makes sense. But yes, they all beat this one. So unless you're looking for a more practical car, which you're probably not if you're playing Forza, then the Mercedes is unfortunately not the one to have, which is a shame, because I do rather like this car. That, though, is going to be all for today's challenge, so thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.